Yes, B899.
Madam Speaker, the House would recall that in my reply to the private notice question on 18th of April 2017, I informed that the Ministerial Committee was examining the different aspects of a new regime for the declaration of assets. I am informed that the Ministerial Committee has completed its task and has submitted its report. Drafting instructions will be conveyed to the Attorney General's office once Cabinet approval is obtained. Madam Speaker, let me reassure the House that Government will stand by its commitments and introduce the bill as soon as it is ready.
Yes, Madam Speaker, since it's a very important issue, I will have 3 supplementary questions. Of course, I will ask one by one. The Honourable Prime Minister.
3 supplementary questions.
Yes.
Please don't make long statements.
No, I'll be brief. In the electoral manifesto, this was mentioned as les 12 priorités des 3 premiers mois du gouvernement. Now it's almost 3 years that this government is in power, and still we haven't seen the bill yet. So my question to the Honourable Prime Minister, will he agree with me that the country is crying for new laws to combat fraud and corruption, and that coming with the bill urgently in the House will send a strong signal to the whole population, and that it can't take more than 3 years just to amend the law for the new Declaration of Asset Act?
Madam Speaker, first of all, let me say that we have put it in our program, and I don't know what the Honourable Member has in mind when he says that it's just an amendment that we have to make so that we come to Parliament. Maybe we have different concept of what kind of declaration of assets bill we want to bring before the House. I can say that we've been working on this bill. It's not yet a bill. It's a report. The Deputy Prime Minister, together with other ministers, has been looking at so many issues. And of course, it is not the appropriate moment now to give any information about what it would contain eventually, because it has to be debated in Cabinet. But I think I can say that it is serious work, and that let the bill come before the House, then people will see what changes we want to bring and what kind of declaration of assets we want in order to see to it. Obviously, that there is the objects that we want to attain would in fact be attained.
Yes. Speaker, today the meaning of assets nowadays is very wide. Today it includes financial derivatives, it includes promissory notes, Bitcoin, and even gold. For gold, you just have to ask the previous finance minister, he will tell you. So my question to the Honourable Prime Minister today is whether all these assets that I have just mentioned will also be included in the new Declaration of Assets Act, plus any assets that are included overseas. That is not only local one, but also the overseas assets as well.
Well, in fact, that is the very reason why the bill has not come after a few months only after this government came to power. Because we have to look at all the issues to see to it that there are no loopholes, to see to it that people do not go around in a way the legislation. And I must say it is complex. I believe that you too would appreciate that it is a complex matter. So 3 years, well, we still have 2 years to go. 2 years.
No, please, no comment.
You are dreaming.
We lose time.
I know it's
We
in your
lose
dream
time.
that
Please, we will
every
lose
time you dream
time.
about few months, few weeks. But I mean, there's no There's no
Please
restriction
don't
on dreaming,
interrupt the
Madam
Honourable Prime
Speaker.
Minister.
Anyone can dream about when the general election will be held.
Honourable
But it will
Bhagwan.
certainly...
Honourable Bhagwan, no comments from a sitting position. Yes. No comments from a... Honourable Bhagwan. Please. Honourable Bhagwan. Honourable Bhagwan, I was on my feet and you stood up. I don't want any comments from a sitting position because you're disrupting the work of the House.
Madam Speaker, Mopa pula, mais mo déjà là. But
Order, please.
at least you should have taken the initiative of challenging that. But anyway, let's not waste time. What I was saying made me forget what I was saying now.
About the bill.
Yeah. So that is why I'm saying that we need, therefore the committee has already submitted a report. The matter will be discussed in cabinet and eventually we will come in the bill. No, so I cannot now say what is the bill, what is going to be contained in the bill.
Honourable Ganu.
Ma'am, I have
Can I ask the Honourable Prime Minister, in spite of the answer he has just given to the effect that he cannot reveal the contents of the bill, but can I ask him whether the bill will require chairmen of parastatal bodies and chief executive officers, advisors to ministers also to declare? The bill will require this category of persons to declare their assets.
That also will be looked into, but I can say, maybe I can appeal to any member who wishes to make any suggestion or any proposal. Yes, we will consider before even coming with a bill to this House.
Last question, Honourable Amia.
Yes, Madam Speaker, the Honourable Prime Minister wants to convince us that the committee
Please,
is
don't
taking
make comments.
3 years. But I can't
Don't
understand
make
why it's taking
comments.
3 years to bring
Don't
such
make
a bill.
comments. You are making
So
a
my
repetition of what
question,
you said, Honourable Amia.
Speaker, will the Honourable Prime Minister take it into consideration to include in the bill so that the declaration, the new declaration, be made public? Because it serves no purpose to keep it in a drawer in
Okay,
ICAC.
you've asked your question. Expect a reply from the Honourable Prime Minister.
Madam Speaker, the Declaration of Asset Act was enacted, I believe, in 1985. And since then, it has not been reviewed. Now, this government has taken a commitment with the people that we are going to come up with a new declaration of assets. And the honourable member, his party has been in government previously. He is now harping, it's taking 3 years, it's taking 3 years. My commitment to the people of Mauritius is that we will respect that commitment, and I am sure that we will come before this House, before the end of this mandate, with a new Declaration of Assets Bill.